what I got from Uniqlo. So I'm going to go for a nice wee walk, get a matcha of course. It is 4:15 and doing like rainy day activities. I love my outfit today, let me show you. Plan out my next week. I'll show you what that looks like. Good morning and welcome back to another weekly vlog. My name is Jess if you're new here. It is Monday today, but essentially it's my husband and I's first day off, so it's kind of like our weekend. The plan for today is just a whole lot of cleaning, organising, and doing like rainy day activities. It's pretty overcast, it's only a high of 23 degrees, which is quite cold for this time of the year. So we're going to start with a bit of household cleaning and then we're going to head to Pacific Fair to get a few little bits and bobs.
Earthquake! No! And we're back.
Good morning. It is 4:15 and we are up bright and early to go surfing this morning. So one of my goals is to be more consistent with surfing so that way I can finally get better. We went out surfing last week and we're going out surfing again this week. My husband's a good surfer, he's been surfing since he was a kid, but I only started learning just before moving to the Gold Coast, so it's a work in progress for me. Hello, it is later in the afternoon. We've had a pretty chill day really. We went out surfing this morning, which was really good. So incredibly busy. However, as you would have seen from the videos, surfing on the Gold Coast is quite chaotic. Anyway, we came home and then we went out for breakfast at this lovely French cafe in Mermaid Beach. They have the yummiest baguettes. And then we've just been running a few little errands. We went to Bunnings, we had a look at some plants, and just picked up a few bits and bobs for around home. We're on the lookout for a couple of plants for different places in our apartment. One for the outside balcony, and then one for inside, kind of next to the television. Our home just needs a bit of greenery, you know? Anyway, I was about to finally put this away, which is what I got from Uniqlo yesterday. It's just one basic top, but I figured I'd show you. So, I've got lots of these kind of like baby tee style t-shirts, but I really feel like I've been missing a more loose t-shirt. I tried on a few different options. So going into it, I thought I was going to get the oversized version, so like the unisex version. You normally find it in the men's section. But I tried it on and it just wasn't me. And I think it's important to remember that just because it's trendy and everyone else is doing it doesn't mean you need to do the exact same thing if it doesn't feel like you. So this is the one that I settled on that I felt really comfortable in. It is the Aerism cotton t-shirt. Yeah, woman's Aerism cotton t-shirt. I sized up, I got it in a medium, and I love it. I'll show you it on. Okay, so this is it on. It's just a nice loose tee. The oversized version had really long sleeves, like below the elbow, and it was much longer in length. It essentially looked like I would have put my husband's t-shirt on, you know? Which I really thought I loved on other people, just not so much on me. But this still gives a similar vibe without it feeling too oversized, you know? My main idea for this top is to wear it with skirts, actually. Mini skirts, midi skirts. I just love the look of a nice oversized t-shirt on top of like a more feminine piece. Enough rambling. I'm gonna go jump in the shower and wash this hair because it is shocking. Good morning. It is Wednesday and I just got back from a gym class. I have gone back to my functional gym and I've been really enjoying it. It's so nice to just show up, get a really good workout in and not have to think about it. And it holds me accountable too, because you have to book the classes in and then if you don't show up, there's like a cancellation fee. So you have to show up. And it was just nice seeing a lot of my friends from the gym from when I went there last. So I've been really enjoying it. I know I'm going to be so sore tomorrow though. That was a lower body session, very glutes focused. And then Monday was an upper body session that I'm still sore from. So I'm slightly scared about how sore I'm going to be tomorrow. You know, like mid-workout, you can just tell that you're going to be dying the next day. That happened. And I'm so hot and sweaty, you can probably tell. And that's just from like a weights class. Like it's not even supposed to be high intensity or, you know, cardio or anything. So that never happens if I train on my own. Anyway, I bought a couple of things from the supermarket on my way home. I brought some more fresh sourdough bread. This is my favorite. I brought some blackberries because they're on sale and I love them. A Muscle Chef meal. These are my favorite to have when I'm doing 12-hour shifts because I just hate meal prepping. Yeah, they're kind of pricey, but you know what you're getting. It's 60 grams of protein, 548 calories. Like, I really struggle with my diet when I'm at work, getting enough protein in, and this is just, it's just nice, you know? I'm busy enough on those days. I do not want to be worrying about what I'm eating. And then I also brought myself a Alani Nu energy drink because I love them. All right, I am all dressed and ready for the day. It's time for me to make my eggs on toast for breakfast with a little side of fruit. I am just wearing a pretty basic outfit today. I'm wearing a white tank. I think this one's from Charcoal Clothing. My dish skirt, it's like a navy skirt with like pinstripes. And I have done a very basic makeup look today. So I haven't done anything on my skin, and I've just done a clear brow gel, some mascara. I actually have some eyeshadow on today, which I never do, and a lip gloss. And that is it. And my hair is nice and fresh because I washed it last night. Although it still annoys me, to be honest with you. It's just straggly looking, you know? It tends to just annoy me when it's down. Yeah, it's in desperate need of a bit of a cut, and these face framing pieces are just, you know, well and truly grown out at this point. I tend to just tuck it behind my ears, which I know looks silly, but I do have a haircut booked in, but it's not for a couple of weeks, so I kind of just have to put up with it for now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am back home from my gym session this morning. It was a hybrid session, so a mixture of cardio and weights training, and it was very, very hard. The cardio simply because I haven't done a cardio gym session in quite some time, and then the weight session because my legs are killing me from yesterday's workout. My glutes, my quads, everything is so sore. So that just felt pretty brutal. Anyway, I have come home, chucked a load of washing on, and I figured I might as well just get out, get a little bit more sunshine. So I'm gonna go for a nice wee walk, get a matcha, of course. And then we're gonna come home, get ready for the day, make some breakfast, and do some editing. I reckon I have maybe like an hour and a half left on my weekly vlog. So I want to get that finished this morning and just get it uploading. I'm all dressed, ready for the day. It is time for some food because I am starving. I also love my outfit today. Let me show you. Okay. So this is today's outfit. I've got a Reformation top and dish pants. These pants are silk, so they're perfect for summer. I brought myself a drink after the gym as well. It's just some protein water. Sometimes I just get sick of your classic kind of whey protein shake, and I want something a little bit fresher. Obviously it's not as much protein as a protein shake. The one that I would normally have I think has like 24-ish grams of protein. This only has 11, but it tastes amazing. I am sitting at my desk getting a bit of editing done, and I am so very nearly done. I just have to do the music and then we'll be sorted. Please ignore all the washing in the background once again. You actually can't see as much as there is. There's the pile of towels over there that I need to fold and put away. And then there's another one over there. I had them out on the balcony, but the painters are back once again. I keep thinking they're done, and then they're not. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful to be getting the exterior of our apartment painted because it needed it, and it looks fantastic, but I just don't love constantly having tradies appear just right outside the window, you know? And I want to be able to do the washing and put it outside. So that's getting a little bit old. But we should be getting close, hopefully. Anyway, I'm going to smash out the music on this vlog so that way I can get it uploading and onto YouTube, because it always takes a bit of time. So I got to get it off Final Cut Pro, and then from there I have to upload it to YouTube. And the uploading to YouTube part takes a couple of hours. And I try and do it when my husband's not home, because it does suck up a fair amount of our internet. Which means if he wants to do something on his computer, it's going to be a bit laggy. And if I can avoid that, I will. Also, I'm really enjoying this top today. Like, I very, very rarely wear this top, but it's so beautiful and like simple and just, I think it looks really nice. Actually, no, I do know. It's white, right? And I have a bigger chest. And sometimes I think it can just look a bit much in that area. And I do not currently own any covers. And sometimes that's enough to stop me from wearing it. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for free the knit, all of that. All for it. But there are some situations and times when you just don't want that. And so that definitely impacts me wearing this top a fair bit. But honestly, the fact that my hair is so long, it's kind of solving that issue for me right now. Although when I chop it off soon, I won't have that to go to anymore. It's making me feel like I want the black version as well. But is that overkill? Do I need the black version? I mean, this is a pretty affordable top, really. Like, it's not badly priced, even by Reformation standards. So anyway, I'm just gonna knuckle down and get the last, like, maybe 40 minutes or so of editing done, because I'm behind again, of course. And I seriously doubt I'm going to be able to do much editing next week, so, you know, gotta at least get one video up. Is that giving Christmas vibes? Hello. It is now 3 o'clock. I was having some issues with exporting my video, but I finally got it all sorted and it's uploading to YouTube and it's fine. But I did just waste, you know, a good hour and a half trying to fix that. Anyway, I figured while this is doing its uploading, I was just going to plan out my next week. Now, because my schedule changes every single week, like I never know what kind of nursing shifts I'll be doing from one week to another, I really have to sit down at the end of each week and plan out the week ahead in order to make sure I'm hitting all my goals with my fitness and my nutrition and my, you know, editing and my YouTube. So firstly, I plan out my nursing shifts and where they are fitting in to my week. Then I normally plan out my workouts that I want to do around that. And then I fit in my editing days. Generally, I try and make my editing days where my husband's working, or it's not our only day off together. Anyway, I'll show you what that looks like. Tomorrow, I've got a 12-hour day shift at the hospital. And then Saturday I go on to night shifts. So my next lot of free time will be a bit of time in the morning on Saturday, but that is literally it. I'm going to be working the rest of the time. So yeah, night shift Saturday night, and then I've also got another night shift Sunday. So I don't have a whole lot of time. So I figured I'd plan it out now, because next week's going to be a little bit tricky to plan, particularly the beginning half of the week. So I'll talk you through it. I'm using my Steph Pays planner, of course. So next week, Monday, I am coming off a night shift. So for me, that looks like I normally get home around 8:30, 9 o'clock. By the time I've handed over and commuted home, then I take myself straight to bed, because honestly I can barely function at that point. Then when I wake up, I feel pretty poor. I'm normally quite exhausted. However, for me to be able to fit in the workouts that I want to fit in, I'm going to have to push myself a little bit. Now, the benefit of the gym that I'm now going back to with the functional training is I don't have to use my brain. I can just kind of show up and the workouts are all planned out, and I don't really have to arrive motivated, you know? So I'm going to go to the gym on the Monday evening after I've woken up from my night shift and do a lower body workout. On the Tuesday, that is a day off, so I'm going to do a Pilates class in the morning. I've got a couple of appointments and a few things to do with my husband during the day, and then I have a run that I need to get done in the evening. Now, if I can, I'd love to also get some editing done during that day, but whether or not it's possible is another matter. It is also my only day off with my husband, so you know, I don't love doing editing when I could be spending the day with him. Wednesday, I go back onto night shifts, which is really quite brutal, honestly, and I'm not looking forward to it at all, because it's a very quick changeover. I've got one day off and then back. It is what it is. Wednesday morning, I'm going to go and do an upper body session at the gym. I've got a GP appointment that day to finally go over those blood tests that I had a while ago, because the wait list to get into my GP was really long. I'm sure it's just the time of year, but it was a bit crazy. Then I've got a night shift that night, so I won't do much that afternoon or going into that night, because I need to rest and relax and sleep and all that. And then Thursday, I've got another night shift. And then finally, on Friday, I'll be coming off my night shifts. And then I'm going to try and do a Pilates class. Saturday and Sunday are days off. So on Saturday, I'm going to really pack that day in, and I'm going to do a shorter run and a Pilates session. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do a longer run. This week doesn't quite have the balance that I want it to have. I'd love for it to have one less Pilates class and one more gym session, but it's just how it's worked out with class times and my schedule. Still really not bad though. I mean, if I can do 1, 2, 3 Pilates classes, 2 gym sessions, and 3 runs, that's pretty decent, I reckon. As far as my editing time goes, it's pretty much Saturday and Sunday are the days I'm most likely to get any work done in that department. I'm pretty sure my husband is working both the Saturday and Sunday, so that kind of works out, because I have time where I can just knuckle down and get stuff done. And then, despite the brutal night shifts in that week, the exciting thing is, once that's done, I have like almost 2 weeks off. Very exciting. Alright. It is time to get some food, because it is getting late and I am very hungry. Thankfully, lunch is very, very easy today, because I am just having leftovers from yesterday. So this is the HelloFresh Indian meal that I made with chicken and couscous and pumpkin and spinach. Just very yum. morning. It is Saturday today. I was working at the hospital all yesterday, and as per usual, I am absolutely exhausted, so I slept in today. I'm going to grab some breakfast, and then I'm going to head out for a nice wee walk. Okay, same breakfast as usual. Poached eggs, some fruit. I have blackberries. And we're gonna eat up. That was a really nice walk. I ended up walking for like a good hour and a half because I'm listening to a really good audiobook at the moment. It's called The Woman by, I think it's Kristen Hanna, and it's about a nurse who serves in the war in Vietnam. I'm really enjoying it, and I didn't want my book time to end, so I kind of just kept walking. Anyway, I am back home now, and I'm going to make some muffins. My HelloFresh order this week came with like a bonus treat, I suppose, so I ordered some muffins. They are these ones here. Juicy mango muffins. So that'll be a nice little snack over the next week, depending on how much my husband likes them. Because if he really likes them, they probably won't last very long. I think they'll be really good on my night shifts that are coming up, because I now have 4 night shifts, which I absolutely hate. You know, that's great. But I'm sure a packed muffin in my lunch will make those night shifts just a little bit easier. Anyway, I'm really feeling the summer vibes at the moment. This is me pretty much all summer, just a sweaty mess. I am already starting to feel sick of feeling sticky constantly. I'm gonna make these muffins now. They look like they're gonna be pretty easy to make because it comes with a muffin like premix, and then you're just adding like chocolate chips and fruit and egg and stuff to it. So it should be pretty straightforward.
For hours, the evac hospital overflowed with casualties. Pre-op, the ER, the OR, the ICU, and the Vietnamese ward were all wall-to-wall beds, and there was overflow. But at last, they were nearing the end of the push. I've joined the local orchestra, and am back to playing the violin. It helps a bit, although I still don't sleep well. I'm needed. None of us is irreplaceable, McGrath.
Muffins are done. I've got an uneven amount for some reason, but that's okay. I am gonna go jump in the shower now because it's time for an afternoon nap, because I am on night shift tonight.
I know you'll find a way. Live your truth.